And welcome back to the Ratchet Clank Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to continue through Altanis by finding Qwark and getting the Morph-o-Ray, as well as getting the 2 skill points and the last gold bolt. Well, the last 3 gold bolts. Anyway, we've got one of them already. So, with that being said, I'm going to have a look at the wreckage, and my god, when the Blarg attacked, they fucking meant it. Oh dear. Anyway, with that being said, the whole post-apocalyptic nature of this one really makes for some pretty interesting architecture and some good scenery of a really, really bad, bleak environment. My goodness, when the Blarg really attacked this whole city quite well, getting rid of the power generators, and when Drek wanted power for his planet, he freaking meant it. He's no lying as well. Ooh. And some pretty good music from David Bougiard. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name properly. I need to do a comment strike on these mines. You can destroy these mines, but don't do it when you're near the explosion, because otherwise you'll get hurt. And that's one thing you seriously don't want to do. Considering that this is the hardest part of the stage, for excluding the swing shots for getting the final gold bolt. And the weather effects of this game are just really incredible, especially in certain aspects of the game, especially this part. Now this can be pretty tricky. I actually had trouble when playing this game on the PlayStation. It was pretty much one of the most problematic parts. Also, the magnet strips are also quite can be quite hectic with some of the camera not being as straight as it is. The camera isn't as reliable as the others are. Well, the camera isn't really straight enough to actually try and get a good view. So all you've got to do is that is why I continuously use the right analog stick in this LP to try and center the camera much more into a view like this. It's because sometimes it just doesn't give you, it gives you a pretty inaccurate view. So I'm gonna ignore that mine because you can't destroy it. Unless you intentionally want to injure yourself, which I seriously don't want to do. Oh, here comes a ship. A bomb ship. So let's whip out our Visi bomb gun and... bang! And of course there is also an electric robot there. Electro robots. He can easily be gunned down with the blaster, considering that it has a high rate of fire. Even though it's... that's the best thing about the blaster, it has a good high rate of fire despite it being mid-range. And of course we've got our second gold bolt of the stage. And the third one is nearby, so what's the point of scattering the gold bolts in this stage if there are 2 nearby? 1 which is in a lower platform, and 2 which you have to shimmy through a ledge in order to find it. Anyway, we're going to grind for some more bolts using the metal detector. I use the metal detector probably much too much in this LP, but you know what? If I find any detection of bolts, well, you just couldn't resist getting them, can't you? And no, I'm not like a certain nitpicker who is a dead subject. I'm sure I've missed one on the stash, but you know what? Fuck it. Shimmering is so good. And there's our third gold bolt. So, with that being said, we're going to get this gold bolt. Give it to Ratchet and... woo! He gets it. So, a lot of you are probably wondering, am I going to 100% this game on this LP? The answer, no. I'm not going to try and 100% this game like a certain other LP is. or walkthrough expert, but I'm just going to try and get as much as I can. Oh, and there's Captain Qwark, a pretend Gadgetron vendor. So, let's go and talk to him.
Captain Qwark!
Where?
Come on, Qwark, I know it's you.
The name's Steve. Pleased to meet you.
Look, Steve, I need to know where Drek is before it's too late.
Did you say too late?
Sir, it is never too late to acquire the latest in the long line of quality products from Gadgetron. I have for you, today only, the Gadgetron PDA.
Public display of affection?
No, personal delivery assistant.
This device allows you to purchase ammunition wherever and whenever you want it.
Yeah? How do I know it works?
You can always trust Gadgetron quality, or my name's not Steve.
Derpy eyes.
Thank you, and have a Qwark-tastic day.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
More like have a Qwark-tastic derpy amount of events. Oh my god, that derpiness was so hilarious with his eyes glitching out. Anyway, with that being said, that was pretty much a glitch that always occurs because of the HD remastering of this. Well, I know the graphics are a little bit better with the resolution being higher and all that stuff, but unfortunately though, this actually adds a few graphical glitches. Most notably the eyes. But it's so funny to see Qwark's eyes not being in there, looking like a zombie in that part. Anyway, with that being said, that was the PDA. So the PDA is pretty much a gadget which you can actually purchase your ammo anywhere on the go, but I don't actually use it quite much. Why? Because the weapon ammo is too much expensive, or twice as expensive, and I think saving bolts is, and I like to be more economical with my bolts. Thank you very much. So with that being said, I'm going to try and destroy. I'm going to try and get some from the actual vendors as much as possible. So we're going to go through this part to get ourselves the Morph-o-Ray, which turns your enemies into chickens, hilariously enough. God damn it. Oi! Stop it, you turrets! And like I said last time, the turrets can be destroyed with some good payout of bolts. And this is where the enemy layout gets incredibly annoying in this stage. These things. I've had enough of those things. I had enough of them in Battalion, and I had enough of them in his stage. But at least it's good enough to actually grind for bolts. Oh, goodness sake. They try to get to me, and they try and zap me, but it's just... I cannot stand these enemies. They keep... And because of those generators, they keep respawning. Ugh. Well, at least you can actually still get some bolts quickly, though. But that's not the way I can grind for bolts. I usually do it by either using the metal detector or using a glitch in Gorda City. By going onto the circuit using the decoy glove. And I'll probably show that later on. But with that being said, we're going to try and get through this part, because I don't like getting gunned down by these turrets. Swing shot time. Now this stage may not be as bad as the ice physics one, but it's still a pain in the arse just to try and get through it. And also, here's one thing that really is fucked up in this stage. Whenever you do die, the street lights will be repaired and will be back in full normal functionality. So if you do actually die and were near to actually getting that skill point, you will have to start over again with that skill point. And you know what? I don't like being detected, but you know what? Have a piece of this. I don't like these interceptors really are the definition of stupidity. Oh god damn it. I think me striking with doing the combo strike, first part of this combo strike, I won't be able to jump, so that's why I got hit there. Could have used the hyper strike while avoiding one of those shots. Damn, my sense of avoiding enemy attacks isn't that great, to be fairly honest. I don't like this. I despair, I really do. Anyway, let's get rid of those interceptors. Bang! I mean, every time. Oh, and this is and I forgot to mention this. Whenever you destroy an interceptor or either get caught in its searchlight, it will bring out those turrets. So you've got to be careful not to hit them or pretty much get caught in the searchlight. But if you want to get some bolts or risk your life, then I think that's worth the risk, I believe. Man, this place really has so much thunderstorms going on for it. Oh dear. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to try and get through this part without getting caught. Whoa. Oh, that was close. But also, there's a machine gun turret there that automatically activates whenever we get up there. I will admit that there are a few ones that actually activate whenever you actually go near them. But some can be activated by the searchlight inceptors. And these platforms are pretty much a bit of a pain in the... a bit of a loose end for me. Because of how bad... because of their moving all the time, and swing shot paths can be hard to hit. Hard to actually target unless you actually aim. Like this. There we go. Oh dear, I didn't do it properly, but at least I actually did that. And also, we've got those turrets again. We've got to sort those turrets out. Good thing the Devastator can actually home in to the targets whenever you actually aim at them. At least it has a homing functionality. Oh dear. Oh no, we've run out of Devastator rockets, so we'll have to use the blaster then, haven't we? Come on. Come on. There we go. He's sneering at something. I think he's sneering at the enemies. Oh dear. Bang. Now on that platform where I saw Qwark, I remember seeing this something up there, which is up on the platform, and it's the Morph-o-Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Whee! I'm also grinding for bolts again. Yay! And also the music of this one is just... I just gotta say, the soundtrack is just outright awesome in this game. I know Dave Bugliotti has absolutely done well to make this circuit. Anyway, with that being said, we've got the Morph-o-Ray, and it is sweet. Thank you very much for that, Ratchet.
Gadgetron Morph-o-Ray. Hold down the circle button and
Ooh, you have to, and it's gonna, and guess what? And you can turn anything into a chicken, which is vital for a skill point the next time we reconvene. We destroy some street lights. Oh, there goes a Blargian bomber. Guess what it's going to destroy? The statue of Qwark's symbol, and it reveals a switch button. I wonder what that could be. Ooh. We're going to do is to press on it and just find out. And I wonder what those two platforms are for. Well, only one way to find out. We've got to get those, get ourselves busy for this one. Get those, oh, that taxi has come back again. Get those street lights destroyed. Now there are two platforms there, which is 2 steps. I'm getting my swing shot out, And why is that? Well, let's press the switch and find out. Yep, swingshot targets. It's a swingshot course. But in my honest opinion, this is pretty, and I know a lot of Ratchet & Clank fans are going to pretty much agree with me, this is the hardest in the game, the hardest swingshot path. Because of how dangerous and how far apart some of the targets are. And some of them are even moving by interceptors. Instead of having those searchlights, they actually have those targets with them. Oh no. I'm a bit too spread apart. I'll have to straighten myself out. Oh dear, come on. Come on. I need to straighten myself out. That's more like it. Come on. No. Oh god, why did I do that? I kind of lost my grip on that one. And that's what happens whenever you die. The streetlights will be repaired, and you have to start over again regarding the skill points. Anyway, let's try this again. I bet, hasn't Ratchet had enough of this absolutely torrid weather? Oh dear, really bad weather this is. Right, let's try this again. This time we've done it. We've got through this time around. Right, let's get our blaster out and destroy those streetlights. Once we get rid of those streetlights, we're going to try and see if we're going to destroy the other searchlights, streetlights from the other parts. If I fell down on there, it would have been a disaster. I don't know if it is a death. Don't know if it's instant death, like what happens if you actually fall off a ravine into a bottomless pit. Okay, so and we've completed a swing shot course and got the gold bolt. So it's skill point time. Right, let's get our blaster out. And there's our taxi again. So but before we go on that, we're going to get our fizzy bomb gun out. Let's get our fizzy bomb gun out. Now. That was done in the wrong angle. So I've got to aim and re-angle myself. Right, let's try this again. Wow. Vandalism never felt so much fun, doesn't it? Right, let's do this again. After that, we are going to destroy every other searchlight on this one. No street lights. Well, it's so easy to get confused for searchlights and streetlights because the interceptors have searchlights and we have streetlights as well. Okay, so with that being said, let's get this over with. And let's get this skill point already because I'm really desperate to end this part. Well, the reason why I'm ending, a lot of you are going to be wondering why I'm going to be away for a couple of days in the weekend. I'm actually going to be taking a break, so the uploads will be put on hold until at least either Tuesday or Monday evening. So, but after that, progress will the LP will be back in schedule to be finished. Once I complete this, I'm gonna have to take a week break off from LPing, so at least I will be doing something good. And I've got the skill point. Right, so with that being said, I've got the Visi Bomb gun out, so what am I going to be doing? Well, getting rid of some blocking and bombers. Well, that's what. I see one. That's my potential target. Oh, we got another one that I could see. Why is it logical that the Devastator never ever gets rid of those bombers, but the Fizzy Bomb gun does, despite being a very small missile? Anyway, with that being said, I am finished with Altanis, thank God. And with that being said, I'm Mitch McKidd, and I'll see you guys next time after the Easter holidays for when we are going back to Blackwater City to get another skill point, that's platinum, that gold bolt, and of course go to planet Qwark 2 to try and get rid and see what those robots are like. So I'll see you guys after Easter. And also, happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen.